BestBookBits.com brings you the book summary of The Leader Who Had No Title, a modern fable of real success in business and in life by Robin Sharma. From the monk who sold his Ferrari author comes an inspiring parable about the skills needed to excel in career and life. For more than 15 years, Robin Sharma has been quietly sharing with Fortune 500 companies and many of the super rich a famous formula that has made him one of the most sought-after leadership advisors in the world. For the first time, Sharma makes his proprietary process available to you so that you can get to your absolute best while helping your organization break through to dramatically new levels of winning in these wildly uncertain times. In The Leader Who Had No Title, you'll learn how to work with and influence people like a superstar, regardless of your position. A method to recognize and then seize opportunities in times of deep change. The real secrets of intense innovation, an instant strategy to build a great team and become a merchant of wow with your customers. Hard-hitting tactics to become a mentally strong and physically tough enough to lead your field. Real-world ways to defeat stress, build an unbeatable mindset, unleash energy, and balance your personal life. Regardless of what you do within your organization and the current circumstances of your life, the single most important factor is that you have the power to show leadership. Whenever you are in your career or life, you should always play to your peak abilities. This book shows you how to claim that staggering power, as well as transform your life and the world around you in the process. Summary. Number 1, don't judge a book by its cover. The idiom is more powerful than you think, and it takes years of practice to become perfect. We all have our own prejudices, and it seems to be a human nature, or perhaps a flaw, when a new situation or meeting people to sum them up based on their appearance, attire, or other visual cues. But we can often get things very wrong, like the Swiss sales assistant who refused to show Oprah Winfrey, worth of nearly $2.9 billion according to Forbes, a bag because she felt it was too expensive. Likewise, when Blake first meets Tommy, he is thrown by his Albert Einstein-like appearance, but once he gets to know him, he discovers that Tommy has a lot of substance and a depth to him than he initially anticipated. Number 2, life is a continuous lesson. Tommy was Blake's father's friend and had insights into his life, which is why he adopts the role of the mentor to Blake. Tommy shares this with Blake. Getting lost along your path is a part of finding the path you're meant to be on. Sometimes we need to get off track before we can develop the clarity to be on track. Sometimes we have to be off track to develop the clarity to be on track. Often when we are in the intimacy of a situation, we develop tunnel vision and we can only see what is right in front of us without having the clarity of mind to absorb everything in context. But upon reflection and through evaluation of the situation with an open mind, we can digest and assimilate the lessons from the experiences and learn and grow from it. Every person and experience we encounter is meant to teach us something about ourselves and enrich our lives, if we allow it to and are open to it. If we acknowledge this and constantly work at it, we will evolve and improve upon the person we were yesterday. Tommy also says to Blake that he liked him to achieve world-class standards not only in his career, but in his health, relationships, and levels of happiness. Number 3, treat everyone equally. A strong element in the book is about treating everyone equally, no matter what their position or status. I found this saying on Instagram that says, you can easily judge the character of a man by how he treats those who can do nothing for him. Malcolm S. Forbes. This saying reaffirms the essence of what Robin Sharma conveys in the book. I've encountered people who have inflated sense of ego and status and treat people that they feel are beneath them in an undue manner. And if I loosely quote Maya Angelou, people forget what you've said or done, but will never forget how you made them feel. We should treat everyone with respect and humility, regardless of how we perceive their influence on our lives. The title of the book, The Leader Who Had No Title, encapsulates this philosophy, and Robin emphasizes during the presentation and in the book that the CEO gets buried next to the street sweeper. Ultimately, it doesn't matter what kind of car you drive, what house you live in, or how many zeros appear on your paycheck. It all boils down to how you interact and treat your fellow beings. Number 4, You are a leader right where you are. Nourish your principles to ensure success. The book reminds us about a set of principles that we need to apply to our lives and how through their application we will be truly exceptional leaders no matter where and in what positions we are. Anyone can lead, and each and every one of us has the power to show leadership. Anyone can lead, and we can all show the power to show leadership. We don't have to wait until we reach a certain level to be exceptional. All you need is a desire to be involved and a commitment to make a positive difference. My leadership journey started a while back, and many of my experiences and learning were contextualized by the books that I read, from John Maxwell's The 360-Degree Leader to Stephen Covey, Principle-Centered Leadership, and The Third Alternative. They all echo Robbins' sentiments, which speaks strongly about the accountability and responsibility. Not waiting for someone else to do something because it's not in your job description or doesn't form part of what you think your role is, but rather, it is about getting things done and applying yourself to situations to positively affect an outcome. The only way for any organization, and any human being for that matter, will win in these times of revolutionary change will be to start operating under a revolutionary new model of leadership. And this model is all about creating an environment and culture where everyone needs to show leadership. Everyone needs to drive innovation. Everyone needs to inspire their teammates. Everyone needs to embrace change. Everyone needs to take responsibility for results. Everyone needs to be positive. Everyone needs to become devoted to expressing their absolute best. And once they do, the organization not only adapts beautifully to the changing conditions, it will actually lead within its field. The highest of all human abilities is the ability each one of us has to choose how we respond to the environment we find ourselves within. And when each of us chooses peak performance and personal leadership, of course the organization itself gets to world-class speedily. Number 5, continuously learn and grow. The book is peppered with useful insights, tips, and advice on how to improve your life. It reminds you about things you already know and concepts you've come across before. I find that reading it reinforces these messages in a meaningful manner that stays with you even long after you've put the book down. It talks about gratitude, not to take things for granted, and encourages you to stop worrying, something that I'm sure we are all guilty of. It also stresses the importance of continuous self-education and learning through reading. Number 6, the 5 o'clock club. At the presentation, Robin introduced us to the concept of the 5 o'clock club. He said that in order to be your best self, you have to continuously work on your body, mind, and spirit. He found that getting up at 5 a.m. when the rest of the world is still in slumber allows you to prepare for the day that lies ahead. He starts with 20 minutes of exercise to get the blood flowing and to cultivate a healthy body. Then he reflects on his goals and what he wants to achieve for the next 20 minutes. And the last 20 minutes he dedicates to improving his mind by reading and learning something new. He constantly challenges himself to be better than the person he was yesterday. Just want to pause the summary really quickly and take a moment to say thank you for watching and listening to this summary. We have currently uploaded more than 600 free video, audio, and written book summaries at Best Book Bits. We'd love for you to become a fan of us at bestbookbits.com, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Spotify or whenever you listen to our podcast. You can also help keep Best Book Bits financially alive by checking out our products and services out in the links and show notes, such as our books, downloadable PDFs, subscribing to an email newsletter, consuming our courses, and joining our Inner Circle program. Thanks again for being a fan, and on with the summary. Number 7, small steps over time generate big results. Small steps over time generate big results. According to Robin, small steps over time generate big results. And failure, on the other hand, comes from a few daily acts of neglect that over time lead to disaster. So if we want to experience the fulfillment of achieving our goals, we need to visualize it and work towards achieving them every single day. According to Robin's video on YouTube, he says that new research claims that it takes 66 days to install a new habit. So if you need to cultivate some good habits, you need to commit to working at it every day for 66 days. And number 8, commit yourself to mastery. Master your craft, whatever it is you do. Robin encourages readers to master their craft. You have to continuously learn about the subject you are passionate about. Everything evolves, and we need to keep pace with the changes in our fields to ensure we remain relevant and informed. I encourage you to read The Leader Who Had No Title to learn more about the other useful and game-changing ideas that Robin shares. You can benefit from Robin's daily motivation and inspiration by following on his website, on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. And that's a wrap on the book summary of The Leader Who Had No Title. If you like this summary and want to download the PDF summary, click the link below to access this. If you want to become a contributor to Best Book Bits and become part of the community, help read books, create summaries, and do audio recordings, email me at info@bestbookbits.com or DM me on Instagram at bestbookbits. You can also join our free book club at Facebook, and if you want me to do a book summary, comment, DM me, or email me. Thanks for watching and listening. Go out there and lead without a title. Take care. Bye-bye now.